Alright, welcome back to part 2 of Martha is Dead. The first video was way longer than I expected it to be, and it still hasn't uploaded to YouTube yet, so my bad. That'll probably be up maybe, today is Friday, April 22nd, so maybe tomorrow or Sunday, but we will see. But anyways, let's see what this game has in store for part or episode 2, because you know it's gonna get more crazier than this. Alright, my name is Mars. Welcome to the channel, and let's do this. Let's see how dead Martha really is.
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded, but they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death, so I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides, Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damned smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
Alright, if you missed the first episode, Julia got shot when she found her boyfriend who allegedly got her pregnant. Was killed by soldiers, I believe. That's one way to start this damn episode, the damn Grim Reaper talking to you. They keep showing her belly now for some reason. What happened to my white option? You know what? Forget it. Black, all black. Better be a black skirt too. Come on, let me see.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
Looks like the same skirt she usually wear, but this is nice. Black and white. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. Still haven't found this damn key over here. Jeez, where's my bag?
My bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
She would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Erik. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
Alright, that damn crow pecked the hell out of that bird. Jeez. There's death everywhere on this damn land. Why they keep leaving me alone? Like, what the hell? But you would think, since the doctor examined her to make sure that things like wasn't damaged from the bullet, he would have seen like a fetus in there or something. But I don't know how they would detect pregnancies during this time. But you probably would have used like an X-ray or like something, or like not even a sonogram, but something. I don't know. In modern time, he probably would have found a damn fetus if it was in there, but he didn't. Now I gotta go find my stuff again. Is that what you telling me? Also, somebody's here, and they're playing a damn radio in the living room, so hopefully you don't hear it. And hopefully they don't come in here. Jeez.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
Mess up my gameplay. What'd she say?
Now it is the life of her sister, Martha, that is in danger. The blow from the gunshot in her back could have killed her. It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act.
Oh yeah, last we left off, we did have to find a damn pump for that bicycle. I remember she did say that she wanted to try to talk to the white lady, but can the white lady talk to people? Well, at least talk to people without killing them afterwards. Say goodbye to your sister. That's so sad. My game froze. Wow. Sometimes it's kind of irritating when you can't interact with stuff because somebody's speaking.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
I would have found it. There's nothing I can interact with in these 2 damn rooms. Or is it it's not in the bathroom, is it? Let me see. Oh, it is.
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
We get to pick. Alright, hold on. I have a feeling either way the card is gonna be evil anyway. So let me see. Let's go here. The Emperor. Here. The Hierophant. This one. The Sun.
There's darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something.
I can only do 1 reading per day. Okay. So something's gonna guide me to something today or just somewhere throughout the whole game. If it's 1 per day, I'm assuming that what we just picked, like what our destiny from those cards, it'll happen today or something. Yeah, let's finish reading this because we got shot last time.
Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you, even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
You get shot and this the first thing you do was put a letter in your bag? Because she was shot when she was reading it, so that doesn't make any sense. I don't know, maybe they just gathered her things and put it inside and carried her body back here or something. I don't know. You better not freeze again.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law.
Of course, they say that after I get the objective to find a pump so I could use my bicycle. So if I get caught on my bike, they're going to assume I was a part of that and I tried to kill them. Kill the Italian armed forces. So they're going to attack on sight. So I should probably avoid that objective of that damn bike. Don't want to get shot again.
Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out. Bread may only last a few more days. Prices are rising dramatically. Meat can now be found for 100 to 140 lira per kilo. The gas has been cut and there is no coal.
Why does it keep doing that? When I mute my mic, the dialogue gets low. I'm not doing that on purpose. It keeps getting loud on my street, so I'm trying to turn my mic off so y'all won't hear it. An ambulance is about to come by.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh my god. Julia. My little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool, quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
What the nanny died? You can now use the telephone to make calls. Alright, last episode I was complaining about how the voices on the phone come through my controller rather than the TV. And I thought I'd turn it off so the voice has to come through the TV like with the rest of the audio, but no. I had it turned down so you couldn't hear anything. So I just started over so I could get the whole conversation. But I didn't know the nanny died. Damn. She said bomb the villa, so bomb our villa or the villa that the nanny lives in? She said we were all supposed to be there, but poor oh no. Nanny, what if I have more questions about the white lady or something? Is there another phone? Because I felt like there was one down here, but I wasn't sure. So, but I just ran upstairs because I was the only one I could remember where it was at. Oh yeah, the phone. Oh yeah, right here. Duh. I thought Martha was still in here, so I tried to avoid this area. But where is Martha's body? Is she in the...
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives.
Thank you for answering my question. He said I can now use a telephone. So can I call that number that he gave me? But he's dead, so who would it transfer me to? Six, right? 6934, I believe.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due...
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? I can save someone's life. Maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo?
If I reveal it to father, he's fighting in the war, so he's probably going to report me to his lieutenant. Then they're going to have me on the wanted list. But if I help the partisans and my family find out, then they're going to hate me even more. And I don't even know Lapo like that. He may have gotten me pregnant, but still, I don't... He ain't tell me what he was up to.
I decided to tell my father everything. I loved him very much, so I couldn't do such a thing in secret. I didn't understand anything about these things. I would have acted without knowing what I was doing. Daddy told me to agree to their requests and report everything back to him. He implored me not to get myself into any trouble, like all fathers do. To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
Daddy on our side, but then again, we are playing as the favorite kid right now. I gotta find scissors. Where did I find some scissors last time? Oh, they were downstairs, right? Wait, don't I have scissors? I do have scissors. What I gotta cut?
My mother's tailor scissors.
Look, I am running, and this is how fast she's going. Look. And it's not because she's pregnant either. Hold up. Won't your ass get electrocuted? Hold up.
A German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. I should report its location via telegraph. This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one. The telegraph must be hidden in one of these feed bins. I have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road, and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that.
So I remember he said frequency X, and he said town is fire. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Jeez. Tank near road beside house. But if I just say house, then that could just be any house. How will they know that it's my house that I'm referring to?
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
Oh, just over, not over and out. Okay, there we go. Cause I wasn't paying attention to the bottom. I was paying attention to the book. I'm like, what? Or at least a little page or whatever. But I see what I'm doing. All right, never mind. Oops. How did I get that wrong? They got us doing like Morse code over here. I'm feeling. I did not mess that up. Boom. Damn. Don't tell me I have to translate this myself. I do. I have to translate it myself. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie. I had looked up how to decipher this chart, because this chart at the bottom was confusing the hell out of me. I don't know what I was doing, because it just wasn't making sense to me. So then I looked it up, and so you have to read it as, okay, you see the E, the I, and the S on the dot side of the chart. So the E is counted as one dot, the I as the second dot, and S as the third dot. And if there's a dash, but well, since like for the first one, since there's like a little space between the third dot and then the dash, that means you have to stop at the S at the third dot, because that's its own letter. Dash starts with a dash, so you gotta go on the dash side, and the first dash is represented by the T, and then you go to the dot, which is guiding you towards the N, and that's that decipher. So it's SN, and what SN is what received. Then after I understood how to read the damn chart, I got an idea of what the hell I'm supposed to do. I wish they gave you a little bit of a tutorial. I hope that makes sense. I'm not good at explaining. So T and D. Alright. Then back to dot. I'm getting an F. I should be writing this down. Should I write this down? So it's D. Let's try to remember it. D. What did I say? DF. Yeah, DF. Then the next one is dot dot dot. So DFS. DFS. Yeah, defense. Need defense. And I guess until you complete it, it's not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. So even when you select something, it'll just show as red. It doesn't mean you're wrong necessarily. It just means You picked a word for that particular spot. See, yeah, leave. Oh, is that why? Because she said the nanny was killed when the villa was bombed. Is this why? Because told him that the tanks were by our house, and then they bomb it when we're not there, but the nanny is there. Oh crap! Oh no! FIU. See, we don't need pen and paper to remember this. Then dots dash dots. AR. Over and out. Uh-oh.
They are asking me to find a map of the defensive line. There is one in my father's study.
That was a cool little puzzle, okay. I might have to look up how to decipher the damn map, but other than that, that was fun. Wish they told you what to do. How y'all doing, cows? How y'all doing? That one's chilling over there. Let me get the diary. Hold on, let me see.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Alright, but before we start looking for those things to contact the white lady, we're gonna have to say farewell to our sister. I don't know if she's the oldest or not.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side.
You pecked it to death, then you drop it right here, then nudge it like you're trying to wake it up, and then you what Stupid.
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her.
My stomach growling.
Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes.
Oh, well, maybe because she's deaf, she got more attention from her parents, and then we, Julia, saw it as more love.
Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3. Series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July, of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died. Resident of Villa Perchabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T.
You cannot be serious.
Holy water. It's only water, and yet there's something special about it. There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too. Maybe it's the same raven that killed that poor sparrow. I hate bullying, yet it seemed as if the raven wanted to bring the little bird back to life.
I don't know why we over here trying to chase this damn raven, but you know something's gonna happen. Hold up. Wait, where'd it go? I saw it come this way, but I don't. What's this red fabric right here?
A dress. It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well, but I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead. When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet no. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.